Chanakya, also known as Kautilya, strategist from ancient India. He lived in the 4th century BCE. His book, the Arthashastra, is a treatise on statecraft and political strategy. It remains incredibly relevant even today. The Arthashastra introduces the Mandala theory, a framework for understanding geopolitics and foreign policy. This theory has profoundly influenced India's strategic thinking for centuries. Chanakya's Mandala theory is not just about war and conquest. It's a comprehensive guide to navigating the complex world of international relations. The theory emphasizes the importance of diplomacy, alliances, and strategic partnerships. It recognizes that a nation's strength lies not just in its military might, but also in its economic prowess and cultural influence. The Mandala theory is particularly relevant today, as India seeks to assert itself as a leading power on the global stage. The world is witnessing a shift in the balance of power. New challenges are emerging. In this context, Chanakya's teachings offer valuable insights into how India can secure its interests and achieve its foreign policy objectives. The Mandala theory revolves around the concept of the Raja Mandala, which translates to circle of states. It proposes that a state exists within a network of concentric circles. Each circle represents a neighboring state. The theory classifies these neighboring states based on their relationship with the central state. The first circle is the Ari, or enemy. This is the state that poses a direct threat. The second circle is the Mitra, or friend. This state is considered an ally and a potential partner. The third circle is the Udasana, or neutral state. This state is neither an enemy nor a friend. It can be influenced to become an ally. The fourth circle is the Madhyama, or mediator state. This state can influence the relationships between other states. The Mandala theory emphasizes that these relationships are not static. They are constantly evolving based on changing circumstances and strategic interests. A state might be an enemy today, but could become an ally tomorrow. Chanakya stresses the importance of pragmatism and adaptability in foreign policy. He advises rulers to constantly reassess their alliances and adjust their strategies accordingly. India's foreign policy in South Asia is a prime example of the Mandala theory in action. India faces numerous challenges in its neighborhood, including historical rivalries, border disputes, and the rise of China's influence. India has adopted a multi-pronged approach. It aims to strengthen ties with friendly nations like Bhutan and Nepal. It engages in dialogue and confidence-building measures with rivals like Pakistan. India also plays the role of a mediator and security provider in the region, as exemplified by its role in the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, or SAARC. However, India's neighborhood policy has faced its share of setbacks. The relationship with Pakistan remains fraught with tension. China's growing presence in the region, particularly its economic investments and military collaborations, poses a significant challenge to India's regional aspirations. Section 4. The Indo-Pacific Chessboard, Countering China's Moves. The Indo-Pacific region has emerged as the epicenter of global geopolitics. India, with its strategic location and growing economic and military might, is a key player in this region. China's assertive foreign policy, its island-building activities in the South China Sea, and its Belt and Road Initiative have raised concerns among many countries in the region, including India. In response, India has adopted a proactive Indo-Pacific strategy. It is strengthening its military capabilities, forging strategic partnerships with like-minded nations, and promoting a rules-based order in the region. The Quad grouping, comprising India, the United States, Japan, and Australia, is seen as a key element of this strategy. India's Indo-Pacific strategy is not aimed at containing China. It's about ensuring a stable and multipolar regional order where all countries can thrive. India is using its economic and military power to deter Chinese aggression and maintain a balance of power in the region. Section 5. Economic Diplomacy. A key piece on the Mandala board. Chanakya recognized that economic strength is a crucial component of national power. He emphasized the importance of trade, commerce, and economic diplomacy. In today's interconnected world, economic diplomacy has become even more important. India has been actively leveraging its economic power to further its foreign policy objectives. India has signed free trade agreements with several countries. It is a member of key regional economic blocs like ASEAN and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP. India is also using its economic clout to counter China's Belt and Road Initiative by offering alternative development models to countries in the Indo-Pacific region. India's economic diplomacy is guided by the principles of mutual benefit and shared prosperity. It seeks to create a win-win situation for all parties involved. By fostering economic interdependence, India aims to build stronger relationships with other countries and promote regional stability. Section 6. Chanakya's Legacy, Guiding India in the 21st Century. Chanakya's Mandala theory provides a valuable framework for understanding India's foreign policy in the 21st century. It highlights the importance of strategic thinking, pragmatism, and adaptability in navigating the complex world of international relations. India faces a rapidly changing global landscape. New challenges are emerging. These include traditional security threats, such as terrorism and border disputes, as well as non-traditional threats, such as climate change, pandemics, and cyber warfare. In this context, Chanakya's teachings remain as relevant as ever. The Mandala theory encourages policymakers to think strategically about India's place in the world, identify potential allies and adversaries, and adapt their strategies accordingly. Section 7. The Challenges Ahead. A Balancing Act. While the Mandala theory offers valuable insights, its implementation in the 21st century is not without its challenges. China's rise as a global power poses a significant challenge to India's strategic calculus. India must find ways to counter China's growing influence while avoiding direct confrontation. Internal stability is another crucial factor. India faces several domestic challenges, including poverty, inequality, and social unrest. Addressing these internal issues is essential for India to project a strong and stable image on the world stage. India must strike a delicate balance between its domestic priorities and its foreign policy aspirations. It needs to ensure that its pursuit of strategic autonomy does not come at the expense of its internal cohesion and economic development. The Mandala theory, with its emphasis on pragmatism and adaptability, can guide India's policymakers as they navigate these complex challenges. By adhering to its principles, India can secure its interests, strengthen its position in the world, and contribute to a more stable and prosperous global order.